So we're doing a little adventure this afternoon. Well, it's not a new adventure for me, but I thought I'd take you guys on it because look how beautiful the sky is. Sun's not setting here, but the sun setting's on the other side of the peninsula. But look at the glow, the sunset glow. And you've got to look behind me, got the red cliffs of Redcliffe. So I live in Redcliffe, and the reason why it's called Redcliffe is because we have red cliffs. So I have to show you guys. So anyway, let's wait and see if we can get some people on. I think I'm getting bitten by a mosquito. Wow, that's interesting. It's winter, we don't normally have mosquitoes. Come on. Oh, it's so nice here. So I'm in suburbia, and this is a little bit of just paradise that you can escape to. That makes you feel like could be anywhere. Look at that. Look at the sky. Look at the sky. It's so nice. Hey, Deb, how you going? Deb, look where you are. Look where I am. I'm still in Redcliffe, where I live, but I'm in a different area. I was just filming. You know how you watched that video yesterday I was talking about Jayco and how I was applying for a job? I just did the filming in here. So I just wanted to show you. These are the red cliffs of Redcliffe. So where I live is called Redcliffe, and that's why. It's because it's got red cliffs. So I'm glad I got to show you that, Deb. How are you, Deb? Haven't you gone on holidays? Are you in Colorado? So people come and party here. Like there's cans and stuff. And someone's had a fire over here. Look at this. So up here, I don't know if you can see through there, there's apartments and stuff. So people live just up here. But yeah, look how the dirt is. And we're like at a beach. There's a beach here. It's a dog beach, actually. Deb, aren't you on holidays? Are you not in Colorado? What's in here? Oh, guys. Oh. Whoa. Oh, look, someone's got there's 2 deck chairs here. It's random. Maybe someone puts a deck chair and they can look out at the sunrise. Whoa. Because the sun would rise here. Hi, Pebble Worlds. That's an interesting handle name. I'm Dora. How you going? And you've got Deb in the chat. Deb's from Spring, Texas, but she's in Colorado at the moment. And I'm in a place called Redcliffe in southeast Queensland. And the sun is setting at the moment. Where are you from? I like the name of your channel, Pebble Dandy's World. That sounds dandy. So I'm just showing you the red cliffs. These are red cliffs. And where this location is called Redcliffe. Actually this area here is one of the first areas that Captain Cook came. Captain Cook is an explorer from the UK, came when he discovered Australia. They came here and thought this is a really nice place to have a settlement, but they decided not to stay here because there was a lot of mosquitoes, and they went up to the Brisbane River, and Brisbane was the first settlement in this area. But yeah, this is the original area he came in because he saw the red cliffs and he thought, wow, that's pretty cool. Pebbles, you're in Texas, Houston. Deborah is from Spring, Texas. How cool is that? 2 people from Texas listening to Dora, and she's in Australia. Crazy. I like your channel name. Can you tell me a little bit about your channel? Deborah is just a viewer. She doesn't make content. But I'm guessing with your channel name, you probably make content. Whoa. Hey, Deb, that's actually a really good idea. I could paint the view. So, Deb, your time on your time Friday night, I'm doing a live, with Kathleen's Place that's sometimes in our chat. We're doing a live together and I'm going to do some artwork. I'm going to do some watercolour painting. And I could paint this area. Okay, let's do a screenshot. Let's do a screenshot of that. So just bear with me. I'm going to take a screenshot, guys. And if this cuts out, oh. It's 3 a.m, Pebbles. Wowzers. You're a night person. Okay. Doesn't help when you get on the phone. Then you get, you're scrolling for ages. And then before you know it's 5 a.m in the morning. Are you working in the morning, Pebbles? Pebbles Dandy's World. Can you please tell me what your channel's about? I'm really curious. My channel, my name is Explorer Dora 80. That's my channel name. So Dora is a nickname, but most people call me Dora because it's a nickname I have because I like to explore and I'm always got a backpack on, right? And I'm exploring. But I talk about exploring on my channel. I'm chasing to see 80 countries around the world. But, in my own backyard, I just love hiking and being out in nature. And, oh, look at that, guys. Isn't that cool? I need to get a selfie, right? Let's see if we're going to get a selfie. Okay, that works. I need to sleep. Well, can I suggest you do some meditation? I can suggest a channel, one of our friends. Her channel name is Meditation Motivation with Marie. She's from the UK, lives in Spain. She does free guided meditations, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, depends on your time. An hour. Actually, she's got really good music. There's an hour one. It would put you to sleep. It's beautiful. It's just music, but it's very beautiful. You could check that out. It's called Meditation Motivation with Marie. Let's explore. Hey, I met you today. How you going? G'day. So I met you on Mary's live and her beautiful music this afternoon, or this morning for me. So thank you for connecting with me. This is let me show you where I am. So there's a beach here, it's a dog's beach. But these are the Red Cliffs. They call them Red Cliffs in Redcliffe. So that's where I live, a place called Redcliffe. There's an island out here. You can probably see this in a second. Let me just get through here. But there's an island here. If I zoom out a bit more. That's Moreton Island. This is Moreton Bay, and then that's the ocean. So out there is New Zealand. But look at the sunset over here. It's really beautiful. That's a really beautiful sight. I don't know if I'm going to screenshot that. Deb, that'd be a really nice picture to paint, I reckon. Heather. Hey Heather, how you going? Gee, we've got lots of nice people on this chat this afternoon. I mean, there's always nice people on the chat. But we've got some new people. So Heather, meet. Let's explore with... Oh. Sorry, I'm a bit blind at night time because I can't see very well at night. And I'm looking at the screen. So I'm trying to introduce you guys. So let me introduce you to Heather, okay? Heather's backyard. She's Canadian and she's living in Ireland. And her channel is awesome, right? She posts about, I guess, homesteading in her little town or in her county of Donegal. And then she does travel around Ireland. And who doesn't want to see that? I want to see that. So if you're interested in that, you should check her out because she's cool. But my channel, if you're just new here, is about exploring. And here, and this is not really exploring for me, I'm just kind of getting to nature, but this is the suburbia, right? Just above here, let me show you. These are the Red Cliffs. So Heather, this is where I live. I live in a place called Redcliffe, right? Redcliffe. And that's why it's called Redcliffe, because it's got cliffs that are red. But up here across the road, there's a house just there. You can see that there. So just all up here across the road, there's apartments and houses. But this is just like my own little kind of Dora the Explorer. Like, you know, I'm just kind of like, I'm Dora the Explorer, just exploring. But I've been here before, but it just feels like, when I walk through here, I feel like Dora the Explorer. Like I'm just exploring these, you know, lands that, yeah, are old and ancient. Well, Australia is old and ancient. Got some interesting stuff here. So Pebbles is someone that's just jumped on the chat. She's from Texas, Houston, Texas, should I say. And it's 3 a.m. there and she can't sleep. So she's scrolling on YouTube, as you do, and she stopped to say hello. So anyway, I'm entertaining her for a little bit. Got a hamster, Pebbles? So it is 5:34 p.m. on Tuesday evening here in Australia. So that's why we have the sun setting over here behind us. It doesn't set in front of us. But I just love coming through here. I just feel like, you know, I'm proper exploring. Like, you know, I'm a real Dora the Explorer. I mean, I am Dora the Explorer, just not the real Dora the Explorer. That's why I use the channel name Explorer Dora, because, you know, Dora the Explorer has been used everywhere. So it's getting a bit darker, so we probably should get out of here because it's a bit rocky. You don't want to fall in these like holes and stuff. So guys, Heather, I'm applying for a new job. So the job is, I don't know, have you heard of Jayco? Jayco are like trailers and campers and pop-up camper vans. And they do vans. They're all around the world, but there's a Jayco Australia. And they've got a job that I can apply for. It's only for 1 year. It's a contract for 1 year. And you get given an RV or a pop-up trailer or a camper van, depending on what you can drive or tow with your own car. And basically your job is to go to places around Australia, travel Australia basically, and yeah, post content for Jayco. But I have to make a 1-minute video and tell them why I'd be a really good Jayco RV correspondent and where I'd like to go in Australia. So I've just been making a video going through here. It's a bit dark now to do that, but obviously I was. Interesting, right guys? So on my channel, obviously I love to explore and go to different places. Whoa. Okay, we're going to turn it around because it's getting a bit dark. So yeah, I just don't want to get stuck in there when it's too dark. But interesting, right? I talk on my channel a lot about mental health because, you know, I just recently did that 30-kilometre walk or 18-mile walk for mental health for my friend Esther, right? And I literally just ran into a guy I know because I went to school in this area. And, you know, I know a lot of people that live in this area. Anyway, he's hurting. He's broken up with his wife. He is. And yeah, so he's hurting. So it was just really interesting to run into someone that is hurting at the moment and, you know, just be an ear for them. I mean, obviously I'm not here to counsel anyone, but, you know, isn't it interesting? Like, you know, here I am just doing this mental health walk and I run into this guy. I haven't for years. And he needed someone to talk to. He was like, obviously, you don't normally just tell people that you're broken up with someone, but and I had a chat. I just listened, and just it was. But I'm sure he'll be okay. He's living in a car. He's still seeing his kids, so that's important. And I said to him, he should reach out to some of his friends. But he kind of said, in typical guy form, he goes, "Oh, I don't have any friends, and my family don't even care about what's going on with my life." So he's a little bit upset at the moment. So I was really glad that I was able to just listen. But yeah, literally, he was just playing in the rocks, and he looked up and he said, "Oh, hey, how you going?" And I went, "Oh, hello." So yeah, interesting, hey? Hey, Jamie, Brady, how you going? Hey, Jamie. Where literally you just missed the Red Cliffs of Redcliffe. I just took you on a little adventure. If you rewind the live, you get to see the Red Cliffs of Redcliffe. It's pretty cool. And there's a really nice sunset behind me. But we're walking back to the car now. So this beach here is a dog beach. So you're allowed to bring your dogs down here. Not all beaches in Australia are allowed to bring dogs. You actually get a fine if you take dogs on beaches. But this beach is specifically for dogs. So as I said, that's the area I was just walking in. It looked like just pure nature, right? And then you've just got suburbia all around it. So, it doesn't take you long to get away. You can go to nature, even in suburbia, and just feel like, you're adventuring. The Dora in me just loves to do ventures. And it's a work day for me. I've come home and it's just nice to get, somewhere nice and that's different to my normal walk. I mean, you guys see me walking at the other beach down that way. So this is a completely different beach. So Deb, you're in the mountains of Colorado. Tell us what you've seen and done. So Deborah Warwick in the chat is on holidays in Colorado at the moment. And I've always wanted to go to Colorado. I hear there's great hiking and just, beautiful landscape. So Deb, can you tell us a bit about what you've seen? I'd love to know. You don't want to leave. Okay, that sounds good. Tell us why you don't want to leave. Has anyone in the chat been to Colorado? Yeah, Jamie, she's from Spring, Texas. And the other person in the chat, Pebbles Dandy's World, they're from Houston, Texas. I'm not sure, are you male or female, Pebbles? I'm thinking female with the name Pebbles, but you just can't presume things these days. And then there's Heather. I don't know if Jamie, you've met Heather, I think. Heather's backyard, she's from Ireland. So the other day, guys, I did a walk and I showed you a boat on the beach that's kind of been wrecked. Well, it's not wrecked yet, but it's stuck on the beach. It's on the next beach over. Oh, so Heather, you've been to Colorado. Cool. And what did you do while you were in Colorado? Is there good skiing there too? I mean, I know it's summertime right now, but is there good skiing there? Isn't Colorado, Colorado Vail, isn't that Vail? Vail, or Aspen, isn't that where, Aspen and Vail are in Colorado, aren't they? So when I use the selfie camera, it's not very good, guys. You don't need to see my face, guys. You've been to New Zealand, Jamie. Hi, Adrian Burgess. How you going? So, Adrian, you can't really see me very well, but I just wanted to turn around and talk to you. I did the walk. Training is done. It was very successful, Adrian. The walk, we did the 30 Ks. It took us 9 hours. It was a bad day, Adrian. It rained the whole day, so we were sopping wet. It was an experience, put it that way. And I did a couple of lives, and I did a live crossing the line, and a lot of the people that have been following me, my training, were on the live, and they got to see the emotional wreck I was when I finished the walk. So it was a great experience. So thank you for being part of that journey, Adrian. Yeah, we did well. Obviously, I wasn't raising money on YouTube, but my personal goal was to raise $500 Australian, and I raised $600 Australian. So I'm really proud that I was able to, get that money donated to mental health. And of course, I was doing the walk for my friend Esther. So yeah, I brought awareness to mental health, and that was my plan. So thank you. And how you been anyway, Adrian? So are you from Denmark? Because your like profile picture there, is that the Danish flag? I don't have a filter on. This is just me. It's sunset. It's in the afternoon. It's like 5:43 p.m. So here it's winter, so the sun sets really early, so that's why it's quite dark. So there's no filter on, guys. So Deborah's got the mountains are beautiful. We have gone to Denver. Oh my gosh, Denver. To the cemetery while my daughter's dad is buried. Went to a creek. Historical buildings. Okay, so Adrian, it wasn't the Denmark flag. Okay, you're from England. Oh shit. Okay, there's a rock there. So it's getting a bit dark here, guys. I'll probably not turn around the selfie camera. Oh, so Deb, okay, so you've obviously Denver. Oh, Denver, Colorado, my goodness. So you got, Colorado's got Vail, Aspen, they're all the expensive places. But Denver, oh my gosh, what's Denver like? Cripple Creek is a gold mining town. Oh, that's interesting. Cool. So Deb, obviously that's your ex-husband who's buried in Denver, because you said your daughter's father. You've been to the Great Sand Dunes in Colorado. I didn't even know there's sand dunes there. Oh, that's interesting, Heather. So did you do some geology at school, at university? Actually, talking about geology, these beaches here, there's a lot of agate and quartz on these beaches. So the next beach particularly, like when the tide just goes down, Heather, you can actually see agate and quartz where you can find. What an interesting thing to study. Oh, so Denver was horrible, overcrowded. And yes, that was the ex-husband. Okay. Oh, you're a geologist. Okay. So are you working in Ireland as a geologist? It's good to know a little bit more about you, Heather. Obviously, when we do our live together, when you're going to teach me how to do some jewellery making, I'll get to hear all about you. Such a nice little afternoon, actually, guys. Hey, Paul, how you going? Paul, I just did some filming for my Jayco 1 minute job application. So thank you for the help yesterday. I used some of that material, and yeah, I mean, I haven't completely finished. I've actually scored a day off tomorrow, which is amazing. So I've got time to edit it, and if I need to do some retakes, I can do some retakes. So I just showed people in the chat. Well, you got Deb, you got Heather, you got Pebbles Dandy World. They're from Houston, Texas. And there's Jamie Brady in the chat too. I think he's been on the chat a few times. But I showed them the red cliffs of Redcliffe. So Redcliffe, where I live, is called Redcliffe because we've got red cliffs. So, whoa, it's a bit dark that doing the selfie one. So if you rewind the chat and the live at the start, you'll see the red cliffs of Redcliffe. But I think I'll do a live from there again because it's really quite cool. Random chair on the beach. So this is Scarborough. This is the end of kind of Redcliffe area. So I had a really nice area that I filmed, Paul. I thought I might as well, get out in nature and do some filming in nature because that's what I'll be doing if I got the job. Okay, so you're not working at the moment as a geologist, Heather, but you have all your geography. Also, you work in energy too. Okay, that'd be really interesting. You've been watching and eating at the same time. So you saw that, did you, Paul? Did you see the red cliffs of Redcliffe? So this is where people can cut up their fish, which is great. These bins next to it always stink. Oh, cool. Did you like the red cliffs though, Paul? They're pretty cool, hey? So Paul, how was your walking today? See anything interesting? So Paul, oh yeah, you would have heard, I was talking to Deb about Colorado. I reckon you'd like Colorado too for the landscapes. And Heather's been to Colorado. Such a beautiful night. Okay, Pebbles. If you'd like to subscribe and be notified of when my lives are or check out my page, it'd be great. You got your 2 walks in? Good work. I've got to say, Paul, I have really had, in the last week since that big walk, I've given my body a nice rest. So I think it's time. If I wasn't working on this job application tomorrow, I'd be having a big walk. Though I might even have a big walk, to be honest. So you never know, you might see me tomorrow, guys. Hey, guys, actually, always story time. Look at that house, man. Wowzers, that's a huge house, guys. Wowzers. So, guys, I just want to show you something. See here, there's a kind of little motel in here. It's a bit hard to see, but there's a motel. There's a motel. It's got about 5 little flats. My dad used to take us here on holidays because he was a school teacher. So we lived in the country. So when I was a wee little child, a wee little Dora, and we used to come here for school holidays and then, yeah, play on the beach here. So it's pretty cool. And then when my dad kind of semi-retired from teaching, he moved us to this area. So I'm living in where my dad used to take us on holidays. Pretty cool, hey? Oh, thanks, Pebbles. I'll check out your page. If you are a private subscriber, I won't actually be able to check out your page though. So if you do have content, if you could just make a comment on one of my anything on my videos. That way I can actually come and see your page. Because a lot of people, they'll subscribe and go, oh yeah, check me out. But a lot of people have they're private subscribers, so you can't actually see their page. So just, yeah, not a lot of people know that. They forget. Like today I was on a live and they said, oh yeah, we've subscribed to you. And I screenshotted the live because when I went back out of the live, they subscribed because I could see my subscription numbers had gone up. But I didn't see their handles to actually go and check out their pages. So I then looked them up from the screenshot from the live. So that way I was able to find them. Oh, Pebbles, if you're under 16, all good. I don't know why I presume everyone's an adult that comes on my channel because I'm an adult. I didn't realise that you were young and you were living with parents and stuff. Obviously, you're welcome to subscribe to my channel and come on the lives. But yeah. See you, Pebbles. So let me just read this, Heather. Dora, what camera do you use for your lives? It's really good quality. Hi, Kevin. How you going? I'm 23, almost through college. Cool. Excellent. So, Heather, yeah, this camera does it actually takes really good video footage, actually.
They won't hold it.
I've got an iPhone 16 Pro. So it's not the Pro Max. The Pro Max is huge, right? But this is the Pro version. So there's this iPhone 16 and then there's iPhone 16 Pro and then the Pro Max. So I've gone the Pro because it has a better camera, but it does have a good camera. So even in low light, this is quite low light. I mean, it's not great visibility, but you can kind of see me. But yeah, from the selfie camera, not so good at night time. But this is not bad for, really low light. I'm not using a flash. Obviously, with a live, you don't use a flash. But yeah, a couple of people asked me about what I film with. Yeah, mostly a phone. It's much easier. I just, grab a phone and pick it up. Paul, what do you use for your filming? Kevin, where are you from? We've got a few different people in the chat. We've got Deb, who's from Texas. We've got Heather, Heather's backyard. She's Canadian but lives in Ireland at the moment. And you've got Paul D, Australia. He's obviously Australian, like me, Australian. And then someone that just left the chat, they're from Houston, Texas. So where are you from, Kevin? So Kevin, you're from Florida. Cool. Whereabouts in Florida? So Heather, you're using GoPro for your long videos. Okay, cool. So what GoPro do you use? I've actually never used a GoPro for any long footage. I've only used it for short bursts if I'm hiking or something, and it's just, much safer to hold those than your phone sometimes with different things you're doing. I was going on a flying fox one day. I just used the GoPro. But I've never used it for a whole long vlog, so to speak. So curious, yeah, what you use, what version. So Kevin used a Canon DSLR for photos. Okay. You're from Miami. Cool. South Beach? I used to live in Mexico, in Cancun. So at the time I was living there, I was trying to to legally work. So I had to go to Miami to get my papers. And so, yeah, I stayed at South Beach in Miami, and it was, wow, what a place. The beach was amazing. The Art Deco buildings in Florida and in Miami were amazing. Okay, you got a Hero 10. They are definitely great for underwater. I use mine for diving too. But yeah, I've never thought about using it for like long, like vlogs. You've posted on your profile all equipment and editing programs you use. Do you have affiliation links too, Paul? Heather, are you a diver? I have a feeling you're a diver too. No. Paul, do you ever go walking at night time? I mean, I guess you've walked, you don't need to walk at night time because you walk through the day. But I got to say, I don't mind walking at night time. You are a diver. Heather, you lived in Australia? I didn't know that. Okay, don't tell me any more, because when we do our live together, I want to know all about this. And obviously, and I'm a keen diver too, so we can talk about diving too. Oh, that'd be cool. Oh, I'm excited. Interesting, very interesting, Heather. I'm very intrigued. Wow. So out here, I think I don't know if you can see this, I'll show you. You can see the light.